Let's go over how to launch and share results for Zoom polls. On the bottom toolbar, you'll see the word polls, and when I click on it, it brings up this window. In the top left, you'll see the title of my poll, if I put one. If not, it'll just say polling 1. This drop-down arrow, when clicked, will bring up all of my poll options if I've created others, which is why the titles sometimes help, so that way I can kind of keep those straight in my mind, which poll I want to use and when. Then there's also this edit button in the top right. I would avoid using that in real time if possible because it takes you back to the Zoom web page and it can be a little cumbersome to navigate between the web page and your Zoom meeting in real time when you have participants in the meeting. We also see the questions that I had typed up from the last video. At the very bottom, in blue, it says Launch Polling. So when I'm ready, I'm going to go ahead and click that. And what's cool about Zoom is that they make it very clear to see whether or not students or participants can see the polls or what's on their screen at that moment. So when you see this green, that means that your participants are seeing the poll. And it also says in green, attendees are now viewing the questions. You have a timer in the top right-hand corner, and underneath that, it tells you how many people have voted versus how many are in your meeting. You'll also see little bars right here, they'll start to turn blue and change almost like a bar graph in real time as participants are answering the questions. You'll start to see the percentages change as well, how many people are selecting that particular answer. Same with the second question. When you're ready or you feel enough time has elapsed or enough people have voted on the correct answer, you can end polling. At this point, you'll notice that the top bar has turned black. Polling is closed and nobody can view the questions anymore. The host is the only one seeing the screen. So you're the only person that will see the percentages of what the participants have picked for these questions. So at this point, you have an option. You can either relaunch the polls and have everyone try again, or you can actually share the results. And again, it turns green to show that I'm sharing with the attendees and everyone can see this. And what's nice about this from a pedagogical standpoint is that Zoom doesn't pick a correct answer. You might be able to tell by the bar graphs if most students are picking the correct answer, but in general, it doesn't show them which one is right. So it gives an opportunity to have a discussion if, for example, you see several of the students, like maybe 50% or more, are choosing the first answer versus the correct answer, which is the last answer. So it gives an opportunity for talking points. When you're ready, you can stop sharing results, and then you can exit out of this screen if you're done with the polls, or as I stated before, if you want to relaunch and allow students a chance to try these questions again, we can hit relaunch. It'll just quickly ask you if you don't mind that it clears the existing poll results. You'll hit continue, and the screen will look the same as it did before. So when you're ready, you can exit out of this and move on with your lesson.